The Chinese have tamed millions of wild buffalo and processed bison meat in factories. How did they do it? Well, the answer lies in today's video. Drop a 1 to ensure you'll watch the entire video with me. The wild ox is a majestic creature roaming the tropical and subtropical forests. Picture this: thick, dark brown or black fur, a pair of formidable curved horns, and a sturdy physique. They're social beings, often led by a dominant male. Think big here, muscular, weighing in at 300 to 1,000 kilograms on average, standing tall at 1.6 to 2.2 meters. They're all about that vegetarian lifestyle, munching on grass, leaves, and other green goodies. The wild ox is notorious for its fierce temperament and mighty territorial defense. When feeling threatened, they don't hesitate to charge at enemies with their long, sharp horns. Especially during mating season, the male wild oxen are downright ferocious, ready to brawl for control over the herd and mates. They're swift runners with superior strength, making any trespasser think twice. This ferocious nature helps them survive in the wild, where competition is fierce and danger lurks at every turn. If you fancy getting up close and personal with a wild ox, I'd advise you to suit up in armor and steel up your nerves. Taming wild oxen presents numerous challenges due to their inherently wild and aggressive nature. Firstly, their high territoriality and strong reactions to intrusion make approaching and controlling them perilous. Their speed and superior strength also escalate the risk for handlers. Moreover, living in harsh highland environments with challenging climates and terrain poses significant obstacles to management and care. Additionally, the taming process requires prolonged time and patience, spanning multiple generations for the wild oxen to acclimate to human presence and care. Maintaining their health and ensuring a stable food source throughout this process is also a major challenge, especially as they may not readily adapt to captive conditions. So how do the Chinese tame these fierce creatures? Let's unravel the answer together. The first method of taming is to domesticate wild oxen from infancy to reduce their wildness and aggressiveness. This process begins by separating the calves from their mothers when they're old enough to survive independently. Subsequently, The calves are raised in an environment with constant human presence to familiarize them and accept humans. Providing food, water, and medical care is crucial for the calves' healthy development and to prevent stress. Patience and gentle interaction are key factors to avoid escalating their wildness. Moreover, training the calves to obey basic commands and familiarizing them with agricultural tasks help them adapt better, reduce aggressiveness, and perform agricultural tasks efficiently. Another method that the Chinese use to domesticate these large animals is through food. Locals start by placing food in areas where wild oxen typically frequent, helping them get accustomed to human presence. Initially, the distance between humans and oxen must be far enough for the oxen to feel safe, then gradually shortened as they become accustomed. The food chosen is usually a type that the oxen prefer, aiming to attract and keep them coming back. As the wild oxen begin to feel secure, locals will approach closer, using friendly gestures to build trust. Patiently repeating this process will gradually help the wild oxen grow accustomed to humans, making them easier to control and care for, contributing to a successful domestication process. Finally, there's the method of utilizing the natural habitat to tame them, also known as baiting them into pens. First, locals construct sturdy, spacious, and secure pens to ensure the wild oxen can't break free. Then, they use bait such as food and water to lure the oxen into the pens. As the wild oxen enter the pens, the gate is slowly closed to prevent them from getting frightened. Inside the pens, locals continue to provide food and water regularly, creating comfortable living conditions for the wild oxen to feel secure. Throughout this process, locals gradually approach and interact with the wild oxen, but they must not stand too close to avoid danger to themselves. Supportive tools are also used to aid in the domestication of the wild oxen. After being domesticated, the oxen pens become a crucial part of their care and management. The ox pens require spacious, airy, and secure designs to ensure comfort for the wild oxen. The environment inside the pens is adjusted to reflect their natural habitat, including soil, grass, and clean drinking water. Additionally, the pens provide rest and protection from harsh weather conditions. A nutritional system ensures that the oxen receive sufficient food and necessary nutrients to maintain health and strength. Pen management is handled by experienced caregivers, ensuring the best living environment for the wild oxen post-domestication. A notable feature of the ox pens is that the pen gates are interconnected, allowing farm personnel to lead the oxen in and out easily and safely. Providing food for wild oxen is crucial for their nurturing and care. Their diet typically includes grass, herbs, leaves, and tree branches. In captive environments, fresh grass is the primary food source, supplying essential energy and fiber for health and development. Caregivers must monitor the oxen's eating habits and adjust food intake accordingly, while ensuring access to water. This ensures that the wild oxen are properly nourished and thrive in captivity. Are you brave enough to feed the wild oxen? Drop a 1 if you are. Once the cattle reach the required weight standard, they are transported to the processing plant by specialized livestock trucks. These trucks are specially designed to ensure safety and comfort for the cattle during the journey. They typically feature good ventilation and steam release systems to maintain stable environmental conditions inside. The cattle are loaded onto the truck by farm personnel through a single door with only one way onto the truck. Once on truck, they are arranged comfortably and safely to prevent unnecessary injury or stress. Transporting the wild oxen via specialized trucks not only ensures safety, but also optimizes the process of getting them to the processing plant quickly and efficiently. The first step in the wild ox meat processing at the plant is skin removal. After being transported to the processing plant, the oxen are moved to the skin removal area, where skilled workers perform this task. The skin removal process is carefully executed, using appropriate tools and techniques to separate the skin from the ox's body. Skin removal is an important step in preparing wild ox meat for subsequent processing stages. This process not only ensures cleanliness and safety for the food, but also helps reduce potential impacts on meat quality. Experts at the plant will conduct quality inspections to ensure compliance with food safety and hygiene standards. They check the color, smell, and freshness of the meat before processing. After the beef is processed, the next step is meat trimming to separate into different parts. This is a crucial stage in the meat processing process, carried out carefully and meticulously. Professional workers will use sharp tools and appropriate techniques to trim the meat from bones, fat, and other scraps. This process requires dexterity and skill to ensure that only the best and cleanest meat portions are retained. Plant workers must ensure that the meat pieces are divided according to the correct weight and portion of the ox's meat for packaging. The highest quality pieces of wild ox meat will be selected for distribution. Do you find this process tedious? Leave a 0 if you do. The final stage at the wild ox meat processing plant is product packaging. After being processed and quality checked, the meat is packaged in specialized packaging to ensure safety and maintain freshness. The meat packages are often sealed to prevent contact with external air and bacteria, ensuring food hygiene and safety. The packaging process also includes labeling information such as the production date, expiration date, and origin of the meat, making it easy for consumers to check and select suitable products. Wild ox meat dishes are an integral part of Chinese cuisine, with Chinese people consuming a significant amount annually. Wild ox meat is used in various dishes and is sold in supermarkets throughout the country. Particularly, with the development of the food industry, wild ox meat has become a popular choice in restaurants and eateries. Additionally, wild ox meat is considered a specialty in culinary culture and is often used during festivals and special occasions. Goodbye to the wild ox processing plant and welcome to the sweet paradise. That's the chocolate factory. Let's explore how the chocolate production process at the factory will unfold. Cocoa plantations play a crucial role in the chocolate production process. These areas are typically located in regions with suitable humidity and temperature levels. Within the plantations, cocoa trees are carefully cultivated and tended to ensure the quality of cocoa beans. Farmers often need to monitor and control the moisture, light, and soil nutrients to promote the healthy growth of cocoa trees. They also implement pest and disease control measures to protect the trees from harmful insects and illnesses. After harvesting, farmers will proceed to separate the cocoa beans from the thick husk, using a bean splitting machine to extract the white cocoa beans inside. You might be wondering why the cocoa beans are white, but chocolate ends up being dark in color, right? Well, stay tuned for the next step to find out. The drying process of cocoa beans is a crucial step in the chocolate making process. After being separated from the cocoa pods, the beans are evenly spread out on surfaces for drying, typically on flat surfaces exposed to air and sunlight. This process helps remove moisture from the beans and stimulates natural fermentation, resulting in the distinctive flavor and color of cocoa. The time and conditions for drying are carefully controlled to ensure that the cocoa beans are thoroughly and evenly dried before proceeding to the next processing steps. This ensures the quality and freshness of the cocoa during the chocolate production process. The chocolate processing process at the factory involves several key steps. Firstly, cocoa beans are dried and fermented to produce cocoa powder. Cocoa powder is combined with sugar and milk to create the basic chocolate mixture. This mixture is then ground to produce either dark chocolate or mixed with milk to create milk chocolate. The grinding process creates a smooth and creamy mixture, optimizing the flavor and texture of the chocolate. Next, the mixture is refined and heated to produce liquid chocolate. Finally, the liquid chocolate is poured into molds and cooled to form chocolate bars or other products like chocolate candies. This process requires meticulous control at each step to ensure the highest quality and best flavor of the final product. One of the popular and enticing dishes using chocolate is chocolate cake. Chocolate cake can be a sweet cake, a mouse cake, or a tart with a delicious chocolate topping. The combination of sweetness and richness of chocolate creates a unique and appealing culinary experience. Distributing chocolate in the market requires a large and efficient distribution system. Chocolate businesses often collaborate with distributors or retailers to bring their products to consumers. Chocolate is distributed through retail channels such as supermarkets, convenience stores, and specialty chocolate shops. For premium chocolate products, there may be specialty stores or retail points in upscale commercial areas. This distribution process ensures that chocolate reaches consumers easily and conveniently, thereby maintaining the product's position in the market. Chocolate is not just a delicious treat, but it also offers many health benefits. Studies have shown that chocolate, especially dark chocolate with high cocoa content, may be beneficial for heart health. Cocoa contains flavonoids, a type of antioxidant that may help improve heart health by reducing the risk of blood pressure and cholesterol issues. Additionally, chocolate may also help improve blood circulation and reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases.
In the world of coconut products, each coconut is not just a fruit but also an incredibly rich and diverse resource. The process of producing millions of coconut products is almost like magic, where from one coconut we can create hundreds of different products. Imagine a coconut production facility as a magical laboratory where wizards wield magic wands to transform coconuts into various forms. The coconut is the main ingredient, meticulously harvested and processed to extract all its precious components. From coconut milk, we can extract refreshing coconut milk cartons, aromatic coconut oil bottles, and even sweet coconut ice cream balls. And what about the dried coconut fibers? They're turned into creative products like mats, cushions, or even insulation panels. And when all coconut products are ready, they embark on an adventure into the world, reaching the hands of consumers everywhere. From small-town citizens to remote restaurants, everyone has the opportunity to enjoy the enticing and diverse coconut products. So, in the world of coconut products, each coconut is not just a fruit, but also an endless source of inspiration and a part of daily life. The carrot processing plant is a modern and advanced facility where carrots from the farm fields are transformed into perfect and convenient products. Here, the production process is automated to ensure efficiency and consistency in the final products. Carrots are thoroughly washed, cut into slices or pieces, and then processed into products such as dried carrots, canned carrots, or packaged fresh carrots, providing convenience and saving time for consumers. Thank you for watching. Your companionship is our joy and motivation to create engaging videos every day. If you enjoyed this video, leave a 1 in the comments section. Any mistakes you point out will help us improve the quality of each video. Now goodbye and see you in the next videos. Welcome to our channel, which is run by a pro team. First the channel manager, content writer, and finally the editor.